thing, may your pain only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just shout, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some done. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! So what you wanna do? I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just shout, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some done. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. The Packers coming in at 6-3, going up against the Redskins, who come in at 4-5. With that, let's get you up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Sean Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
It certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And some extras coming up on the line here, Redding for the blitz. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time Rodgers will throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And now a first down following that long gain. And the wideout in motion. They give it off here to the tight end. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Rodgers going to throw.
All runners count on their eyes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Redskins now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping, trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved and forced a 4th down.
Back to throw. Jordan Reed has it. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Stays on his feet. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's got room. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this one's going to kick out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. So very fortunate to get that one back.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Dodson. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Rodgers. That incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that brings up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out. Out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
Amir Abdullah, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They come up in an offset eye. Following the penalty, Abdullah. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. They'll set up a throw. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They'll look to throw here. Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fresh set of downs here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. In the look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on 2nd. On On the give, this is their fullback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Able to shake him off. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Eddie Lacy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
To throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And again this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In the red zone this time.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might be big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's caught at the 1. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. And Gary's man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Back to throw here. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On the ground with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. It's the fullback, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Another pistol look here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that closed up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play and now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It's a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
To throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Well, going into the final.